Be something special. We got Fed Staksrud and Jade Kawamoto against Jorja and J.W. Johnson. Let's play pickleball. Oh, you heard Fed encourage his partner to hit an ATP.
I don't know if I've ever heard a partner say ATP.
Wow.
Jade's been around for a while. She knows when she gets an ATP what to do with it.
Hey, Fed, she knows. And unfortunately, she got an HTP there. She hit the post. So this is interesting. Second tournament for Kawamoto and Staksrud, and 7,000th for the Johnsons. I exaggerate, but it's 158 matches to 3.
Yeah, that's a discrepancy, Dave.
1-1-1.
Jade, the lefty of the Jade-Jackie sister duo. And how does the lefty female change anything, or does anything change?
Well, I think you saw it right there. Even though it did work out in J.W. Johnson's favor, his favorite backhand roll out of the air usually goes to the opposite side, so it's the forehand of Jade. Normally, that's the different spot with the right-hander in front of him. As he rarely pulls that ball up the line, it's usually to the middle of the court or at the body of the player in front of him.
Oh, man, was she on that.
Yeah, she was. And her lefty forehand is very deceptive. She often pulls it back inside out or to the middle of the court. She lost those last 2 exchanges, but that is going to be a pattern to monitor in this match. There's old Fetty fast hands, as J.W. Johnson calls them. Everyone here comfortable with each other. You got 3 Florida players in the Johnsons, and Federico Staksrud and Jade Kawamoto. Been around forever, so she has played against everyone on court.
Bright can do it. My goodness, what a series of shots that we saw in that rally.
JW not known for his lobbing, and that was a beauty as Jade Kawamoto was off the kitchen line, and he still got it over her head. And then sister comes in with an incredible roll short in the court. Yeah, nice hand from Federico. And the ladies, contrasting styles for sure. More of a traditional player is Jade Kawamoto, consistent, scrappy, and Jorja, that hybrid right side player with some consistent shots, but more known for her power.
Thank you, sir.
Well, if you pop up your dink, just slide middle and destroy a counter.
Yeah, maybe we'll just say Jorja baited her into that one. Maybe not, but maybe.
Point.
Yeah, really nice drop, and when it floats up high like that, I actually don't mind a player letting that ball bounce and hit the court as opposed to reaching and losing balance to contact it out of the air. And it's tough because taking the ball out of the air in so many situations is the play. I'm just not sure that was. What happened here?
Fed thinks this went deep because when it went smoking past him, he thought that thing might have traveled all the way out, but looks like it caught the line. That's the call that Jade made, so we'll play on. And since we have Fed on the court, I'd be remiss not to mention the big storyline with him is he is not, for the first time all year, playing on Championship Sunday in singles. Chris Hayworth got him last night in a brilliant performance. He will play Ben Johns on Sunday, Will Hayworth.
I just cannot believe that it wasn't even particularly close, Dave. Chris Hayworth played amazing.
Side out.
And it's going to be tough in this particular matchup for Jorja Johnson because Jade Kawamoto cross court is a tough player to outdink.
However, if she attacks J.W. Johnson, it won't matter.
Gosh, his hands are so insane. Jade on the second ball, just out of sorts. But Jorja Johnson, I know she has hit a couple into the tape, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from her lower body. The knee bend, she is engaging her legs, and that is very important for her.
Those two there, and I don't think they need to.
Yeah, well telepathy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you have, oh my goodness.
That's why the guy is always making Championship Sunday in singles. Yeah. That was pretty.
Corner pocket, and that is crossing the net at about head level for Jorja Johnson and still drops in.
And that was the shot he was pantomiming, and it is 7-3 and out of the timeout. 2 more for Kawamoto and Staksrud.
Right out.
And nice shot, says the Fed there.
Simply put, just nice shot, and it was.
3-7-1.
Yeah, so I think right now, I don't mind Jorja Johnson dinking to the middle or up the line to Federico Staksrud. As long as she can avoid the Ernie of Federico, that will possibly allow her brother JW to be more involved.
Wow. I mean, cheerleader Fed all over the place there.
Yeah, it says go 3 different times and a couple awkward swings from Jade Kawamoto, but able to put that last ball just inside the sideline. Yeah, nice work from Jorja Johnson, forcing Jade to be several feet off the kitchen line. She's scrappy from that position, but with the power and offense of JW and Jorja, that's a lot for her to handle.
They cannot pair a couple beautiful points together, though, so the lead is 2.
7-5-1.
That's pretty from Jorja. What an explosive first step. Get there off that ball off the tape.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the ATP is relatively easy, but the movement to get there is not. There's that, just reaching in the kitchen, that power up at the neck of Federico Staksrud. Nice job from Jorja.
Dead sprint, 2 points in a row from Jorja, and they stop them. All right, a little C.
Yeah, and that it found the left foot of Jorja to start that whole sequence of events. I would really like to see JW come over there and hit that soft shot, protect his sister's left foot. Oh, my.
I don't need no stinking protection. I got winners for days here, Adam. What are you talking about?
Yeah, scratch what I said, okay? Scratch what I said. Nice offense from Jorja. To see, and this is a rarity for me to say, is Jorja Johnson to pull some triggers cross court and trust her brother's hands head up from Jade Kawamoto. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of cross-court attacks in general, but this could be one of those situations for Jorja to find the middle of the court or Jade instead of attacking Federico straight ahead.
Wow, what a handle of the Ernie. Jorja Johnson on full display. Man, what a great point by her.
And the last put-away shot wasn't even the patented two-hander.
No.
It was one hand past Fed.
Wow, Fed again with the ATP call, and then he was in a never-ending dialogue.
Yeah,
there.
Fed, she's a world-class player, and she's been playing for like 6 years. She knows when she can hit an ATP, okay?
Well, he's not certain, apparently. That's twice. Oh, my.
It's the power of Jorja. I think Fed was just so ready to counterattack that speed up.
6-8-1.
He knew it was going out, and he just couldn't get the paddle down.
Wow, that is a full force HTP there. She hit the post as hard as you can. I didn't hear Fed mention ATP there.
No, didn't say a word.
Not helping the other team with his recommendations. Wow, and a left-handed scorpion from Jade.
Yeah, really nice. Hugging the sideline and still able to put a quality counter. Here's another look.
Really well executed.
Sorry.
And Fed caught it and like showed it to him like that's nothing on that, dude. I caught it. Oh, that's just, oh, this is great. Net cam is the best.
Point.
And then kind of a loose error on top of that. So it's been highlight reel and then a miss, and that's how you lose a game.
Point.
And it's Jade who attacks cross court.
Yeah, she did, and pushed Jorja all the way out wide, and Jorja was on the move coming back to the middle of the court.
Game point here for Fed and Jade. And that'll do it. So 2 cross court attacks down the stretch from Jade.
The ball, game 2. Time in. 0-0-2.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Kawamoto and Staksrud who take game 1. Can they keep it going?
Side out.
A rare dink miss, and that was the difference in game 1. The power points were about even. It was the soft stuff of the Johnsons that let them down in the big moments.
Second serve.
As you were saying.
Yeah, and that's, you know, not anything in the midcourt is not terribly easy, but that's kind of a gimme to get up to the kitchen line, and she couldn't put it in play.
Side out.
I'd like to see JW just follow it a little bit more. He still had his feet on his side, and he just reached.
Come on, Jade. Right in the corner. What a get. I mean, this defense is ridiculous. Pointer. And the lob is returned to the favor, and then a drop overhead. What a rally all the way around. My goodness.
Good gravy. That was a point with a variety of different shots. Both teams getting pushed back, getting back in, and what a nifty little last shot from Federico Staksrud.
When you showboat, you got to win the rally, and he did that indeed. And then Jorja's like, all right.
Yeah, great point for you guys. Yeah. We'll finish this one in 2 shots. But that's what happens. When you showboat, you hit a special shot, you win about 10% of the points.
Out.
I mean, just fighting for their lives over there.
Yeah, it's a really nice patterns and shot selection from Jorja Johnson, but even when she finds a good speed up, the ball is coming back, and a quality shot into the kitchen from her opponent so often. Oh, she said, oh, that's out. Oh, that's good. So it did hit the line, and that's what I was talking about. Jorja fires to the middle of the court, and JW Johnson is there. His hands are so electric. Use those hands by your shot selection, Jorja.
Second serve.
I mean, and that's basically a missed a dink. The ball was so high, not
1-1-2.
much different.
Side out.
And that's a ball that usually goes in the favor of the Johnsons.
Yeah, and I think JW has to do that at some amount of time to play aggressive in the middle.
Second
Just
serve.
have to make it. Made that volley.
1-1-2.
And that is the power of the brother and the sister. And there's MLP implications here, as both Jorja and J-Dub are part of the Dallas Flash. So I'm sure there are fans of the Flash right here. We're just outside of Dallas, out in Rockwall.
Point.
There you go. Jade gets the initial, but JW Johnson there. I'm liking some patterns that I'm seeing from the Johnsons. They can just
2-1-1.
avoid that random loose soft error every 7 or 8 points.
Point.
And there's a heavy drive as Jade favors the forehand so frequently. That time her
3-1-1.
balance was not underneath her.
Point.
They were trying to give you that loose error, but it kissed off the tape and ended up.
Worry more about other teams not communicating. Don't worry, one second for the Johnsons.
Point.
Dude has stepped up his aggressiveness.
Yeah, and that's better commitment from his footwork to be where he needs to be, not just reaching for the ball in the middle, getting there with his lower body. And he reached on the very next shot.
JW, Adam would just mention your footwork. Come on, man.
5-1-2.
All right, swatting flies on the way by there, Fed. I'm all for entertainment value, so keep it up. All right, can they, though, add to the scoreboard? Brilliant. I mean, rolled gold city on Jade. Didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, she's been pretzeled up quite a few times, and even when she's been fooled, she's still gotten quite a few balls back. But that flick of JW Johnson, too much.
And that was exactly what worked for the last 2 points to close out game number 1, cross court from Jade.
And Jade could not hit that out of the air, but it floated up and bounced up enough to her to just send that ball with full pace cross court. And Fed is so good on the forehand side to clear his body and get out of the way. So he's one of those players that his partner can attack cross court at some frequency, and he can handle it. Well, that one a little more dicey there, Jade. I think she was looking to attack Jorja, and she found the paddle of JW Johnson.
Yeah, that's a whoopsie. Oh, my. Wow. He deserved to wear a tattoo after that choice.
He deserved to lose. And it did work out. And that one was even more egregious than the first one.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a head-high drop shot from Federico Staksrud. Not something you say much. And be careful there, Jorja. Roll into the tape, clean it up. You got a great lead here in game 2. Don't let them get back in.
Point.
Same missed 2 rallies in a row, so I'm sure Jade Kawamoto, one of the smartest players out here, just will make a mental note. Oh, Fed is so mad at himself. Jade gave him absolute candy.
Yeah, she had a great setup there. And, I mean, that's 5 or 6 times from Jade. And jamming up Jorja is not easy to do cross court.
Point.
3.
Just nothing special needs to happen there, and yet she's trying to do that.
Yeah, just bunt it back over, start the pattern. You're not going to hurt anyone from that position. So give yourself some margin.
Side out.
So Fed again does not win after Jade initiates the ball to his paddle through Jorja.
And Jorja's more ready now, as those cross-court attacks from Jade have been coming at a much higher frequency. So she's got to be more prepared, and she is.
Second serve.
Jorja
She's wearing it as a hat there, the paddle.
Can't believe it.
Franklin. Paddle can also be a chapeau.
Point.
Smooth put away power for J-Dub.
I mean, as smooth as it gets.
Point.
And that's a heavy fadeaway swing from Jade there. So they got right back in it, and now a nice pushback from brother-sister to double them up.
Side out.
That's a tough miss on the third, but that previous ball I talked about, J.W. Johnson not his favorite to go line. So when you're lined up in front of him, you know what's coming, and you still can't defend it.
Go. Point.
That's nice from Jade. It rallies to the center, lefty-righty advantage.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's one of the things I know I talked about Jorja maybe finding some cross-court opportunities, but the fact that Jade is left-handed is a big deal.
Point. 6-8-1. Second serve.
That is a great first backhand volley there, inches from the baseline.
Yeah, redeemed himself after missing one on the forehand side 1 point ago. This time perfect, as you said, Dave.
Point.
Fed is ready there, and they are all the way within 1.
You're on 7. 7-8-2.
Wow, and a handball action there. He caught one earlier. I mean, we're not questioning your hand-eye here, Fed, but the rules situation here.
That's a problem.
That is a big problem. Fed wanted to hit that ball to get himself back in position, and Jade took it from him.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And when you're making strong moves, pressure in the middle, or a possible Ernie out wide, you do get yourself out of position sometimes. It's part of the deal.
Second serve.
Some interesting lack of footwork there. Second chance to get to 10. Yikes, and Fed backside of the paddle save.
Amazing hands from a defensive perspective from Fed Staksrud.
Second serve.
I know it went off the tape, but that is a sitter for Jorja and well earned.
Yeah, shoulder high. little mini cross-court dink battle to get that ball shoulder high, and she smacks it down.
Jorja has made a terrific adjustment here.
Yeah, handling all of it. So I think Jade just needs to grind more. Know that it worked 4 or 5 times, and the last 4 or 5 not so much.
9-7-1.
Just grind with her.
Point.
Yeah, that's tough
Game
on the
point.
missed return. Game point.
10-7-1.
And that will do it. So Johnson and Johnson say, we're playing 3 today. Great job by making those slight adjustment, cleaned it up a bit. And Jesse Irvin, so they will get the winner of this one in one of the 2 semifinals. What a lob from Jade Kawamoto. It's the day of the lob.
It was kind of a line drive lob. I was thinking maybe JW could pick it off, but clearly couldn't. So just keep grinding, Jade. And she doesn't have to worry about the middle because she has Fed right there. So hug the sideline, never get beat out wide, and just out-dink Jorja.
Second serve.
Got to get to the kitchen first, though.
It helps.
Yes.
We've seen Fed dropping just over that last A in Humana all day long. We'll see if he keeps going there. I mean, it doesn't even look like she's swinging hard, and it's past one of the best movers we've got.
Yeah, what a combination. Middle. Plays middle, back on the backside. Fed kind of turns his head like, okay, too good, Jorja. We'll give you that one.
Oh, okay.
Second serve.
Full send Tui off the bounce at the kitchen.
And I would say don't do it again for a while, but sure as heck worked that time.
I mean, it's going to be 20 feet out, but right at J-Dub. Fed, you got to say ATP to her so she knows.
She went over. She went over. I thought she had the ATP, and she went over the net instead.
You got to tell her.
1-1-2.
I mean, I guess I was wrong. She might not know she needs to do the ATP.
Good leave. So the communication's right back.
Yeah, it's tough. When JW is coming at you with the flick, even if it's a easy let go, it never is. Nice communication from Fed.
Point.
Man, that push punch from the body, that is not easy at all.
No, it isn't.
2-1-1.
Yep. Fed is a running dialogue here, and he's right. Yep, indeed. That was beautiful on the sideline.
Yeah, you can, to beat JW on the backside from the middle of the court. Man, Fed.
And that goes off the tape just deep off a very short return.
Yeah, and that, I mean, early in game 3, but a pretty important ball to go out, as that would have put it on 4-1 on a 1.
Wow, they were in optimal position, and they got the ball back to Jorja and J-Dub. Man.
1-3-1. Second serve.
Yeah, missed a midcourt, but on that previous point, Dave, world-class hands dig you out of a lot of bad situations.
What a lob again from Jade. And there's a good, wow, look at Jorja scamper.
Great attempt from Jorja Johnson, but Jade Kawamoto, several cross-court dinks, hits the perfect lob, and Fed went chest-high drop shot instead of head-high drop shot. Big difference.
Yes, great hustle from Jorja there, but my goodness. And Jade has fought the urge to attack cross-court. Well done by her.
She's a smart player, so don't blame her for getting carried away with it, because she had so much success with it the first several times. But it's a nice job. Not that she can't go back to it, but make it more rare instead of the go-to. I would say once she gets up to the kitchen line, Jade Kawamoto, 1 out of 7 or 8 back behind JW with the dink. Otherwise, just stick in that cross-court pattern and know that you have the advantage against Jorja.
3-1-1.
All right, Howard Hepworth gets us back in there. And Fed is daring Jorja to go down the line, and she's not doing it.
Yeah, nice shoulder tuck from Federico Staksrud as well.
Yep, just.
Yeah, she got him, and he was, you know, not way off balance, but he wasn't in perfect position. So nice spot from Jorja Johnson, going to the left side of Fed's body.
Wow, oh man.
I love that from a right side player. That was my role. When the left side guy takes a crack, completely whiffs, and you get the ball back in play. Nice job from Jade.
And both players with a good leave there.
Yeah, and a nice read from Federico, knowing that JW's preferred place on that one-handed backhand is going to be to the middle of the court, and he filled the gap.
Point.
Yeah, that's extremely rare from Fed. Loves to push that forehand dink from the middle of the court over to the left side player.
Yep. Yeah.
And J-Dub's like, I've seen enough of this lobbing.
Yeah, it's a great read from JW Johnson, and that's great left side play. When it's a right side lob to the cross court, you get that read, you make a strong step, and plenty of put away power for JW Johnson.
3-4-2.
Boy, that was good. Okay, within one.
Point.
That ball is going to hit well out, but it hit Fed's paddle instead. We're tied at 4.
When you have that kind of pace, it's so tough. Jorja just with that elbow in by her rib cage and just still cracks the ball with the short stroke. So good, Jorja.
nice inside-out sneaky attack from Jorja that started that.
Yeah, the attack phenomenal, but I am more excited about the last 25 or 30 dinks that Jorja has hit. They have been clean, they have been crisp, and they have been consistent.
And that is why they now have a 1-point lead after being down 3. Oh my. What are you doing
with this right hand? How did that even happen?
What in the world? We need to see that again 4 times.
Yeah.
That's not his offhand, Adam.
No.
Fed, what are you doing? It's not handball day here. It's mixed doubles day. Oh, he got the paddle stuck on the Tui in the left hand.
Yeah, that's wild.
There was so much of, because you know, often when I teach it, it's a left-handed forehand. Just get used to that with the two-handed backhand. And he kept going like temperature. Let me pull that up. 82 degrees. So it could be, it was 95 earlier this week. So it's not searing, but still the sun is very bright here today. Oh, a little shimmy. Whoa, hey, indeed, Fed. My goodness, that looked like it was going to be very bad for his side.
Yeah, to clip the tape and for Fed to dig out of it is nice.
What is that bounce, man?
Second serve.
Yeah, he says, what is that bounce? As I think it clipped the line and just took off on Jade Kawamoto.
Right out.
Haven't seen many off-balance stinks from Jade. That was one at a tough time.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, she can get a little further out wide, knowing Fed's forehand's in the middle, can't get beat on that side of her body.
Go ATP indeed, Fed.
And he said all of that in a tenth of a second.
Exactly.
Go ATP.
This is fantastic.
6-4-2.
I'd much rather have over communication than under.
Out.
Ooh. Oh man, what a get from Jade after an incorrect call from Fed, and they live to tell about it.
Yeah, and I talked about the long-term and short-term of the Jorja Johnson cross-court dink. She had such a nice run, but a couple now in the last few points have not gone her way. Can she find that, get that consistency back?
4-6-1. Second serve.
Fed has been dropping in that exact spot all day long with
4-6-2.
perfect regularity. Misses that one. Oh, Jorja Johnson gets the paddle clap from Fed. What a shot.
So good. Fed breaking back to hold his line, and Jorja put it in the perfect spot up the middle.
Wow. Fed in complete control, and then he wasn't.
Yeah, defense to offense, and Jorja Johnson takes an early crack once her team got up to the kitchen line.
7-4-1.
Go. Go.
Second serve.
It's just good hand speed.
Yeah.
That's what else can you say?
7-4-2. Point.
Yep, Jade, we all feel that.
Yes.
We feel your pain. Oh, no,
8-4-2.
indeed. 8-4 now.
Side out.
Beautiful fade to set up the forehand from Jade.
Early fade, too. So she knew exactly what was coming, and she was not late
4-8-1.
with her movement to the right. Great forehand from Jade Kawamoto.
Point.
Jade even, that was like when you sit on the glass at a hockey game and you think the puck is going to get to you.
Jade was thanking the Lord above that that didn't go over the net. She might have been in trouble.
Point.
Caught him right at the belly button. I'm not sure who hit it, but I think it was Fed.
He's the one apologizing.
Okay, so there you go.
We'll assume that. JW, you're not going to like this. Oh, just couldn't get it back, so they get two. One more for scoreboard pressure would be big.
6-8-2.
Oh, just wide for Fed there as Jade. The Jade fade was beautiful again.
It was, and that's her favorite shot, the inside-out forehand, but it does give Jorja half a second more time, and Jorja's hands were up to the task.
Point.
I mean, it's almost exclusively one-handers now from Jorja Johnson. What an adjustment, as she was getting jammed up when she was trying to counter with two hands.
Great read from Jade. Got a little help.
Yeah, she got some help, but I like the move. And to hit a forehand, not a backhand.
I know. It's a long route.
9-6-2. Side out.
So that was a massive hold on the last two rallies there to not let them get to 10. The question is, what do you do with the ball?
6-9-1.
Not drive it at JW's forehand.
Absolutely not. They've had the pattern the last day in Humana, just drop it there and get the point started, and that was the reverse of that.
It was.
6-9-2. Side out.
Wow, now that drive we like. You just got to make it.
Yeah, that's a play. I mean, he has a great forehand. Jorja's well off the kitchen line, but as you said, Dave, that is a situation that must be executed.
What in the world? Wow. After the grindiest point of the day, J.W. Johnson throws up a brilliant lob out of nowhere, but they don't win the rally.
No, they don't. Great work from the back of the court from both Fed and Jade Kawamoto to get back forward. And I think we're having a little equipment malfunction on the eye protection for Jorja.
A little bit of sweat. A little bit of condensation. You want to have that perfect vision when you're just 14 feet or less away. And immediately speeds it up into the net. So what a hold for Kawamoto and Staksrud. I just said this a second ago. What are they going to do with the ball? They did nothing last time. Wow, and this time they get a skidder to go in their favor.
Yeah, and Jade dropped to the forehand of JW. And when he controls the kitchen line, it's hard to get out of that pattern.
And Jade has been brilliant here in game 3 of handling the down the line attack.
Absolutely, and she did a better job with that counter going to the middle instead of all the way cross court to Jorja Johnson.
That's pretty there as Jade couldn't come up with the reset. Second chance to tie it up at 9. Wow, what a move from Jorja Johnson at crunch time in game 3.
I think the fact that it was at crunch time was just as impressive as the move she made. What a shot, what a celebration for her.
And she keeps the fire going and has earned a match point for her side.
Timeout receiver, 10-8-1.
For her decision making, but maybe sneaking something in could be an option.
Here we go, match point. Wow, and Jorja does come out, and we saw 2 of those the last time they had the ball off the tape. Second try, and this seems very, very pivotal. And the Jade fade just stays a little too high, and it is the Johnsons who lose game 1.